high school was 20 miles away in a larger community, the county seat, I remember, and we traveled to school by bus. And so the most helpful teacher that I found at my new high school was a math teacher, also Mexican-American, like those helpful early teachers and other teachers in elementary school. And I will name him by name, Mr. Jose Contreras, and he was the math teacher. I was in advanced placement classes even then, what were called accelerated classes. I had done well in elementary school, academically speaking, and socially speaking too. But in terms of academics, I went into high school into accelerated classes in English and in math. And he was the first instructor that I encountered in my Algebra 1 class. I did well, and he encouraged me to join the high school math club, which had a lot of boys in it at the time. Remember, girls were not really pushed into math. And I remember, probably the most vivid memory I have of him, because I took at least 2 math classes with him, was being selected to go to Dallas, Texas for a mathematics fair. He drove, and then there were, I think, 3 boys that traveled, and I was the only girl who was selected to go to this math fair at an elite girls' school in Dallas. And while there, I was a junior, he asked what my college plans were, and not having received a lot of sound guidance from my counselor, a perennial story for a lot of Latino children, I told him that I really didn't know what I was going to do the following year in terms of applying for college university admissions. He said, well, along the way back to our hometown, why don't we stop at the University of Texas in Austin, and I'll introduce you to one of my former students who was there. Carmen Martinez was her name. I said, yes, let's do that. So we stopped in Austin, and he introduced me to Carmen, another Latina of working class parents who had been mentored by him, and she was being very successful at the flagship university. She said she would be able to help me and get me to fill out applications and so forth, and that's how I got there. So if I were to summarize why I remember Mr. Contreras then, I think it was because he was such a wonderful mentor, great role model, took interest in his students, and then helped them, went beyond the classroom and the textbook to say, what are your college, ask about my college plans, and then help me get there. I think that's what a mentor and a role model and a counselor do.